Welcome to your Daily Focus, August the 29th, 2019. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I send it right back to you. I do apologize for the humming yesterday. It was actually the cord for the mic, so I switched the cord for the mic, and the humming seems to have gone away, so hopefully I'm right in that. There wasn't a fan going, there wasn't a vacuum going, but yet it sounded like it, didn't it? So I do apologize for that. I'm glad you were able to hear the message. Because all I do is I hit record and I hit upload. I don't edit. I don't. So I'm sure if I edit it, but then, that was the message. So I don't know how, if I noticed that, I don't know if I even do another daily because we would get different cards with a different message. So maybe a secondary message but it wouldn't be the message of the day that was first, first in line for you. So, okay, we have the sun in Virgo. We have the moon in Leo, but I think as the day progresses and maybe towards the evening hours, the moon does move into Virgo. We also have Mercury moving into Virgo today. So the Virgo party is happening, I tell you. Sun, as of tonight, the moon, Mercury, Mars, Venus, all of our personal planets are all in Virgo. So, I would almost caution you a little bit to not get too tied up in the details and the minute things. I think we'll be more drawn to that. Organizational skills obviously get a boost during this time. We can clean the clutter away so much better. If it matters, if it's necessary, if it's useful, if it makes sense, if it's practical, it's in. Otherwise, we seem to put it in the garbage disposal, so to speak. Numerology for the day, we have 29 is an 11, so we have that 11 energy, and then we have the 22. It adds up to a 22, right? 8 plus 11 plus 3, which would be a 22 energy. So the 22 energy is the master builder. The 22 energy is about a higher intuition, visionary thoughts. So if you're not carrying a little scrap piece of paper around with you and a pen, at least writing down your ideas, your thoughts, premonitions, you could be losing so much because by the end of the day, and so much that happens with us, we forget that little thought. It goes by the wayside. So I highly suggest that you are doing those things, especially since all of our planets, all of our personal planets are there. Look at this. We have the Nine of Swords. We are worrying. We are allowing fear to come in, anxiety to come in. And, it's been kind of hints of all this all week for us. So this card is only really Dylan tooted. Oh my goodness. He is rotten. My eyes are going to start watering here. My eyelashes are going to start wilting. The Nine of Swords is about sleepless nights. It's about worry and fear and anxieties that we build. And 9 times out of 10, we're building it on absolutely nothing than our own imagination. So be very conscious of your thoughts. Don't get too absorbed in those little details. Because with a lot of Virgo energy like this, we could quite easily and not even realize that we were on that slippery slope. So try to, every time you find that, turn a little bit towards the bigger picture. And you may see some things that need to be addressed right away. That these little details could kind of throw us off of our focus, and we spend, you ever start a search on Google, and by the time you're done, you're 15 pages later, you are nowhere near the subject, but this is really interesting too, and you kind of waste, or at least I find myself, I waste hours upon hours. Now, did I learn a lot? Absolutely. Was it what I set out to learn? Absolutely not. So, make sure that you are focused on where you want to put your energy, so that we don't have the worries, that we don't have the fears, that we don't raise our anxiety. Two of Pentacles. We have another 2 in the middle. I believe yesterday was the 2 of Swords. Here we have the 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is saying, the options available to you right now are good. And they both may have some very great qualities about them and some very poor qualities about them. If you're going for a job and 2 different places phone, well, one may pay more, but one may give you more self-expression and freedom in what you do. Or one may have better hours that works into your lifestyle. Or one may give you those weekends off that you've never had before. So it's about weighing the options in order to come to the right decisions. There's a ship on each side coming in, and there is a pentacle in each hand. So this tells me that whatever decision you make will probably be the right one, so long as you commit yourself truly to it. And with the 22 energy, the 11 and the 22 energy, the 11 energy is more of the 110% commitment. Although it does play into the 22 as well. It's about cutting away the things that you no longer want in your life or need in your life. It's about walking with integrity. The 22, your goals can be reached quite readily, right? Pretty quick if you want, if you are following your intuition and your sage wisdom and tapping into those visionary thoughts that you can have. You have a higher intuition. So it's not just about logically what works, practically with what works, but it also plays into how does it make you feel? Do you feel grounded? Do you feel a peace of mind when you make that decision? Are you still up in the air? What makes it up in the air for you still? Where can you remedy that? How can you remedy that? So we could be looking at a lot of different options. Absolutely. Let's see what the third card is here. Look at that. The 2 of Swords appears again. So it really is about making the decisions. And our intuition. Here we're even blindfolded when it comes to making a decision on how to go forward. There's a lot more emotion in this one, I feel, because of the waves in the background. So this could be high emotion. Take counsel from your spirit guides, your angels. We have the raven sitting on each side of us. You probably won't find the answers as much looking on the outside of your world as you will on the inside and paying attention to your emotions, your bodies, how it makes you feel. And be careful, because we started with the 9 of Swords. So in some situations, I think that if we are making decisions, it could be kind of like, you know what, I'm just going to do it because nobody else can do it the way I'm going to do it. I know how I want it done. I'm just going to take control of the situation and just do it myself. And that's probably the worst thing that you can do right now, is put more on your plate, more obligation, more responsibility, because we are coming upon a new moon in just a couple of days here. Or is it tomorrow? Could be tomorrow. My goodness. Where does the time go? So just be careful that you are not, just abruptly saying, I'm going to take on this challenge, I'm going to take on this responsibility, I'm going to take on this obligation. I've got control of the situation. Everybody else back off. I've got this going forward. And all you're doing is putting more stress and anxiety on yourself. Allow other people to help. They may not do it the way you want it done. And that's very much a Virgo energy coming out in all of us, that we feel in our hearts, in our, our nervous system. I can do that. I would have had it done by now. Let other people do it so that you can turn your focus on other things. So be careful that you are not trying to take control of situations, and you might actually have to fight down that feeling of wanting to just do it yourself and get it done right the first time. Allow other people, because I believe that by allowing the other people, other perceptions come into play. More clarity comes into play for you. Definitely flashes of intuition, especially with the 2 2s there, which is a 22, isn't it? And the date is the 29th. We have the 2, the 9, the 2, and the 2. So we have 29 there within the cards too if we want to mix them up a little bit and play with them. So the numerology, the energy of the numerology is very strong for us today. To pay attention to our intuition. To allow those visionary thoughts to come. So in order for those visionary thoughts to come, we do have to sit in silence. We do have to sit in quiet contemplation, reflection, meditation, prayer. Allow yourself to be still enough to hear the thoughts in your head. Your mind's always going. You always have thoughts. Whether or not you're paying attention to them or their background noise is up to you. But I think our thoughts are extremely strong right now in leading us in the right direction. And maybe bringing out some things that maybe was in our subconscious and bringing it forward into our conscious so that we can apply it in a practical manner. Acceptance of love, 38. So there's the 11 energy again. Acceptance of love. Acceptance of love. Do you build walls with people? Do you not let people get too close to you? Are you quick to push them away at the slightest sign of hurt coming or them not meeting your expectations in some way? Are you afraid to love and be loved? When people give you compliments, do you dummy down the compliment so it's not really a compliment anymore? Like when somebody walks up to you and say, "I love your shirt," and you go, "Oh, I got this at the thrift store for $1." You kind of, no, they said they like your shirt because you have style, you have class. They would have got exactly what you got on if they would have seen it hanging on a rack somewhere. It's a compliment to you. Take it as the compliment. Say thank you. I love the way your hair is today. Oh, I didn't even do anything to it. I just got out of the shower and this is what it was, so this is what I'm doing. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for noticing a beauty in me that I was taking for granted. Acceptance of love. Where can we be more open to allowing people into our lives? And it could be individual people, it could be groups of people. It could be new partnerships, alliances, friends, family. But most importantly, acceptance of love for yourself. To know that you are worthy of love. And we have that Leo moon for most of the day, and that opens up the invitation to fun and laughter and romance. So be open to those things today. To try and stay flexible when those things come your way today. See where it leads. It may lead nowhere. It may lead somewhere. We'll see what our wonderful animals have to say. Seek and find. Our little chipmunk is back. Seek and find. It is just about grape season too, so how relevant. There he is. Our little chipmunk is hiding in this book. Action, believe, and manifest. And above all, watch with glittering eyes the whole world around you, because the greatest secrets are hidden in the most unlikely places. Those who do not believe in magic will never find it. Chipmunk lets you know that although you are dreaming and wishing, you aren't taking clear action to make your dreams come true. The clearer and stronger your desire, the more action you will receive as you begin to see the whole picture, retaining the parts you want, eliminating what you don't want. Your greatest wealth is the knowledge that you are complete within yourself. Your major goal is to discover as much as you can about yourself. The more you know about yourself, the better you can deal with any life situation. Take the action in order to push open the door you so badly want to walk through. And if you don't seek, you won't find. If you don't knock, the door will remain closed. If you don't walk through the door, you'll remain stuck in one place. Spend some time wishing and manifesting, but don't forget to take some action too. If you want a new job, send out that resume. If you're looking for a relationship, start inquiring whether your friends know of anyone. If you want to begin a business, start writing your business plan. Today is the wake-up call of your inner soul. Will you take the first step? Will you knock on the door? Will you turn the doorknob? Will you take actions on those visionary thoughts, your dreams, your desires, your hopes? So seek and find. Expect the magic, and you will find it going forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.